Hey everyone, so first of all, the only two tools you should need for this job are one, a flathead screwdriver, if you've got what my car has, this little panel over the latch here, and if you don't have that, all you should need is an offset screwdriver, and you'll see why in a moment. So first, this is my Mazda 6. I've already done this job on this car, but it's got this little plastic panel here held on by these two screws. Clips, and they're over part of the latch here, so you need to get that off. The 2019 CX3 that I'm about to do this to doesn't have this, so if you don't have that, you don't need to worry about this part. But if you do, just to get these clips out, the important thing is you don't wedge it underneath the clip and pry it out. There's two pieces to it, so you want to get the center part, and all you do is, it's pretty easy, just get it in, give it a bit of a twist. Give it a bit of a twist. I'm not sure if you saw that, and it will lift that out. Now it's a two-piece clip, so that's the inside. Once you've got that out, that piece will come out nice and easily. It's getting out of focus. Now you don't want to put these anywhere where they're going to fall off or roll in or get lost, so put those somewhere. I'm just going to put them in my pocket where they don't get lost. Same thing on this side. You just pry it up, center comes out, then the bottom part comes out. Would be easier if I used a screwdriver, and there we go. So it's a two-part clip, don't lose any of those parts. And then on this one, it's just a little plastic panel that comes out like that, and now I have access to the latch over here that's got this plastic cover on it. Now I've already done it to this car, so I'm just going to put this cover back on and then go over to the other car and show you how to do the rest of it. But just so if you've got one of these, when you put it back on, make sure these little things here, they go underneath there. It doesn't just sit on top and get clipped on again, otherwise that won't sit under there. Just make sure they're underneath where they belong. And then for these clips, if I can find them again, you just push the inside piece back in and then push the center in again, and it's that easy. And I'll do it for both of those and then show you the rest of the job on the other car. Alright, so here's the CX3 I'm going to do it to. As you can see, it doesn't have that plastic cover. It's a little bit different, unlike my Mazda 6, but we've got straight access to the latch over here. Now there's this plastic thing that sits over the latch that just needs to come off. There's no clips or screws holding it in. It just needs to be pried out. It might be difficult in some of your cars, might be easy. If you're not used to pulling plastic things off cars, it might feel quite uncomfortable or scary, like you might break it. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. You just have to pull it out. For some of you, it might just come out really easily. On this car it did. On mine it was pretty annoying. So what you want to look out for is on, if you're in a left-hand drive market, it will be on the driver's side. I'm in a right-hand drive market, so it's on the passenger side of the car. There's a wire running into here where you will see, if I can get it into focus, there is a switch over there, a little screw with a switch connected to it. I really cannot get this into focus. Hang on. Okay, that's much better. I've got the flash on. You can see here's the wire I was talking about that comes in over here, and the little screw that holds the switch in place. There's just a little metal tab over there that gets pressed by the bonnet. See if I can see that. It just gets pushed by the latch when the bonnet comes down, and it holds that switch in a closed position, and when the bonnet's opened, that switch is then released, and the car thinks that the bonnet's open and iStop will not be enabled. It doesn't do anything else. It doesn't prevent central locking. It doesn't prevent the alarm from enabling. You don't get any warning lights on the dash, nothing. I've tested this on my car. It's just iStop will not enable, and you won't even get an orange iStop light. All you will get is no light. iStop will not enable. So this is why you need that offset screwdriver like I showed you. There's the screw you need to loosen, and there's part of the car that's you can't really get a normal screwdriver into there. So that's why I've gone and got this offset screwdriver. Means I don't have to use the wrong tools to do the job. So all you need to do, barely makes it in, get it in, just loosen up that screw just a little bit so that you can twist the bottom of the switch away, sort of that bottom end there, twist it this way away from that, so that when the bonnet is closed, that switch is not pressed and iStop will not turn on again. Okay, so what I said earlier on about loosening the screw and just rotating it out of the way won't actually quite work. That's where the screw comes in, and I'm not sure if you can see just below there's a little bit of a hole that sort of bump sits in place and keeps it held at the right angle. So I'm gonna have to, on my car, what I did is I just tucked this away just off to the side. It won't be in the way of anything, it won't get broken or damaged or bumped out or pushed by anything. It'll be completely out of the way, but it will not be pressed. It's very easy to undo this job, put it back in as it was before you did it. Very easy to re-enable it and have everything back to normal. You're not breaking anything, you're not messing anything up. So it's up to you the way you want to do this. I personally just tuck it a little bit out of the way, make sure it's not going to be in the way anything, get bumped or cut or damaged, and that's probably the way I'll do it. But I'll just find out how to make this the best, neatest way possible. Alrighty, I've decided just to tuck it a little bit out of the way. I've put the screw back in place, it'll stay there, so that if I ever need to put that back in place, we still have the original screw. Just make sure that doesn't go in too far to get in the way of that. Screws back in place. Put the little plastic cover back over it. It'll sit somewhere about... Just have a fiddle with it until it goes back into place. There we go. There we go. And that's literally it. Plastic cover's back on, so just a quick run through again. Plastic cover off. Undo the screw. Tuck the switch away. Put the screw back in. Plastic cover back on. If you have the plastic cover like was on my car, take that on and off, and iStop will not be enabled again.